it's an opportunity for a character whose story could not have been told by Twain to have his story told. The easy summary is that this is a revisiting of The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain. That's the more correct answer. It's the story of Jim, Huck's slave companion throughout Twain's novel. Huck and Jim are not together throughout that novel, and so things happen to Jim away from Huck. To say that it's a retelling is not precise. To say that it's a reimagining is not quite correct. It's finally an opportunity for Jim to be present in this story. I read it at first as a kid, and it didn't come to me really until just a couple of years ago, when shortly before I started this novel, I thought, Jim needs to speak. And then I was shocked to discover that no one had ever written anything from Jim's point of view, at least that I could find. And that's where the novel started. Well, I changed the date of the story to be very close to the beginning of the Civil War, because I needed the Civil War to be beginning. But I didn't know Hannibal, Missouri, and so I had to do research, and since I don't know the river all that well, I had to research Hannibal. At that period, I had to research slavery in Hannibal, and I found some interesting books, some by natives of Hannibal, Missouri, and just basically reviewing all the history that we're supposed to learn in high school about antebellum Southern politics. I'm comfortable working most places. It's not a superstition, but a habit. If I start a novel at the kitchen table, I finish that novel at the kitchen table. If I start it in my office, I finish it in my office. I work in that one spot for the entirety of the project. I forget these books almost as quickly as they're done. And I'm surprised when readers come to me and say, "That scene, what did you mean?" and I pretend to remember the scene, and I make something up. And that's the exciting part of this too, is that readers see things that I don't see. And when they say, they ask me if something means a certain thing, it can be really good. And I've never thought of it, but I do take credit for it. I suppose I am working on something new. I hope I'm working on something new. I never know. I'm studying. I write novels so that I can study something. And the sad part of that, of course, is I'll read extensively on a subject. I'll go interview people. I'll get lost in another profession. And when I'm done with the work, I don't remember anything I've learned. So I don't get any smarter by doing this. I just spend a lot of time. If James is banned, it's probably only because of the notoriety of Huck Finn to start with, because of the presence of a particular word. Many books that these book banners would disapprove of aren't banned because they're not readers. And I would be offended if they didn't ban my book, to tell the truth. I don't want it banned, but But there's a part of me that thinks, if it's any good, it should be banned.